Hello everybody and welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel and today we are going to take a closer look at the Dwarf's Winter. A really weirdly spelled game about dwarves trying to defend their castle against all kinds of different monsters, goblins, chimeras, stuff like that. So let's get down to the table and let me show you what's in a box. Okay, so let's take a closer look what's inside the Dwarf's Winter. And first of all, we have a rule book. It looks like it's lots of pages and it turns out to be like 22 pages, but as you can see, these are really like lots of pictures explaining everything, how it's played, so it's really not that complicated game to learn to play. And next thing we have is map, and map looks really nice. Let me just quickly turn it so you can see it like you should see it. So yeah, everything is here. You will try and defend this castle. Monsters will come from outside the walls and trying to attack you. You have some fields that they will go over, so you cannot produce resources, stuff like that here, but you will attack them over here. You can buy some new dwarves. There will be disasters here, and monsters that are attacking are on this side. And this part is used so you can play, decide which dwarves you want to play, which color of dwarves, stuff like that. And there's like, if you succeed and survive for 7 turns, you are the winner, otherwise you are dead. And then the player with the most points is the winner, basically. So yeah, each player will get one of these boards that represent how many gold, food, stone and wood you have, how many actions, actions you have, and how big your hand is, how much cards can you have in your hands, dwarfs and stuff like that. And then we have lots of miniatures over here, but we'll go over that last. Now we have tokens to track all these things over here, so you can track all of these, how many of each resources, actions and everything you have tokens for them. It is a little bit thin cardboard, but it's really okay. The artwork is nice, components look really nice, the artwork and everything. So yeah, then you have a bunch of these cards. So each player will get dwarfs in its own color. These are your starting hand that you will have throughout the game. And then you can also buy these dwarfs that have some better actions and stuff like that. And they are all different, if I'm not mistaken. Besides these starting cards, all these dwarfs are unique in their artwork. If I'm not mistaken, I cannot really be sure. I never looked into it, but I think this Snow White is shown only on this card, and no other card has Snow White. But I cannot be really sure about it. So yeah, as you can see, a bunch of different dwarfs that you can hire, and they can help you do different stuff. Now there's like Piggy Guy, bunch of dwarfs, and these are some more starting cards for each player. And then you have disasters like these over here that you can try to prevent and then earn you some victory points that way. Or you can, let me just quickly shuffle through these. Okay, these are from the expansions. These are some expansions, monsters, tokens, no, not tokens, but monsters, disasters, stuff like that. And over here you have monsters that will try and attack you and defeat your castle before the 7th turn is over. You are basically trying to survive throughout the winter, defeating all kinds of different monsters. And all these monsters are accompanied by the miniatures, and all these dwarfs are accompanied by these miniatures. So yeah, there are like a bunch of miniatures in here. For each monster you have, I think, 2 of the miniatures. And as you can see, let me just try and quickly show it to you. These are really nicely done miniatures. Now they're not like in a huge details, but details that they have, they're really like super sharp, and they're not like some blobby plastic. They really look nice. You can distinguish their eyes and teeth, for example, on this wolf. And this mammoth over here looks super cool, if you ask me. Really nice looking, sharp details. Miniatures are really nicely done. And dwarves, let me just take one. Let me just take, let's say green one. I think you will see it better on the green one. The dwarfs look really nice, as you can see. The details on the miniatures are exquisite, even though they are not like super elaborated, but whatever they have, the shovel is the shovel, the eyes, the eyebrows, everything you can see. And I like that. And each player will get 7 dwarfs in their own color and some different dwarfs for advanced play, for add-on if you want to play with them. So yeah, that is that. There are also griffons over here, and those huge guys in diapers throwing stones. And what else we have here? We have this guy, angry guy with a sword. A bunch of different miniatures. I like some yeti with a club that he probably tore up from the tree. There's also a tree over here which looks really cool. There's the tree one, and they look really cool. The miniatures look really nice. I was surprised how great they look. And that's everything that comes in a box of Dwarfs Winter. Okay, so that was Dwarfs Winter. It is a sequel to the Dwarfs Fall, if I'm not mistaken. Not that they're really connected, but I think there's some, like, I never played the Dwarfs Fall, but this one drew my attention because of the miniatures. I really like how the miniatures look and monsters and everything. Now, the miniatures, they're not in like super great details, but those details that they have, they are really nicely done. So they're not just some blobby type of stuff trying to pretend as like some frozen tree or that mammoth or something like that. They really are that miniatures that they are representing. You really can understand what is what. Overall, I really like how the miniatures look of this game. The gameplay itself, it is one of those where you are playing cooperatively, because if you lose, everybody loses, but at the end only one player is the winner. So there are some situations when you are trying to agree with each other how you should play. You should go after this, you should go after that, and we're talking and all that. But there were also opportunities. Opportunities. There were also, my God, English. There were also situations where you see one player going to deal with the disaster, and you have the resources. Why you not? You should probably take it and take the points, because it doesn't really threaten anything that game will fail or anything like that. So there's stealing between players, stuff like that. I really enjoy the game. It's really silly, quick, fun game. Components are really nicely done. Cardboard is really nice, thick cardboard. Everything looks really nice, from the artwork, from the map. Basically everything is clear. You can see visibly what it is. Now there are some expansions in here. I'm not really sure if this is I think this is not a Kickstarter edition, but I'm not sure if that comes with every game. But there are some additional add-ons when you play some more games, and you get the custom with it. Now you can play some more advanced stuff with the dwarfs that do extra good against one thing or another thing, disasters, monsters, stuff like that. Overall, I really enjoyed this one. It was really fun for me, and if I would rate it, I would give it like let's say 6 hot chili peppers, because winter, you need something hot and chilly to keep you warm, right? So yeah, that's it. Until next time. Pozdrav. This video was brought to you by philibertnet.com, the game in all its states.